In picturesque New Richmond, Quebec, the streets are buzzing for the start of Rallye Baie des Chaleurs. With two different winners at the first two events, the Canadian Rally Championship is wide open going into the third round.
We'll go hard and we'll have fun. We are seated second of the 42 cars. I think that shows something that we got some speed and we need a little bit of luck and a little bit of focus, and I think we'll do okay.
To be honest, I'm going to battle to be the best and stay out of trouble. That's the goal for this weekend, and hopefully he's going to do something good at the end.
Look, these are the best roads of rally stages on gravel in Canada or the US. Always thought so. But the really big thing here is the support of people. Like, look at it. I love you guys.
It's also a chance for the defending champions to make up lost ground.
Of course, the goal is always to win, and hopefully our championship starts here. We've came back from behind in the past, and hopefully we can do it this year again.
And in two-wheel drive, there are many teams worthy of the class win.
There's some pretty stiff competition. I mean, we're back with Dave Wallingford, who's super fast, and he's been picking up a lot of speed. We got Chris Greenhouse. That guy's fast, that car's fast.
You know, the Baie giveth and the Baie taketh away here, so if we can get a win here in a stack field like this will be something really special here.
Rallye Baie des Chaleurs never disappoints. The fans alone are worth the trip, and the teams are ready. The Gaspé Peninsula is most commonly known for its seaside views, but this weekend the teams will find themselves deep in the inland forests. Dramatic clouds have filled the sky after last night's street party, and it's down to business now for the 36 teams taking on 14 stages totaling 225 stage kilometers. The Canadian Rally Championship is presented by Subaru. Confidence in motion. First on the road this weekend is the reigning champion Antoine Lestage and co-driver Alan Ockwell.
1, go behind right 5, opens long of crest, and care brake left 4, don't go wide.
Subaru's factory team has had a difficult start so far this year. With 0 points from the first two events, they need a standout result here to get their championship back on track. Despite their slow start to the season, the other 35 teams would put money on Lestage to return to dominance this weekend, and all signs on the opening stages would agree. Lestage sets a quick early pace to take the lead. With 0 finishing points from the first two events, they need a standout result here to get their championship back on track. Behind them is the Front Tech racing team of Boris Georgievic and John Hall. Boris has had a tough start to the year as well, his best result being 7th at the opening round. He's back with his usual co-driver, so maybe that will turn the page, but early indicators point to further technical difficulties. They will limp through the opening stages. Next up is the Western team of Wim Vanderpoel and Brian Lord. Wim is Captain Consistent and has run up championship points here in the past. He won't be so fortunate this weekend. A blown head gasket will end his rally before the end of the first stage. The fan favorite out in New Richmond is Crazy Leo Erlichich. After winning the first round of the season, he's looking for more points here to keep his championship lead. He's in a production class car, which puts him at a technical disadvantage, but he's just 3 seconds off the leaders on the opening stage.
Left 8 minus Lynn. Tightens, grip short 7 over flat.
Behind him is the local team of Andre and René Leblanc. These young brothers may have local knowledge, but they're fighting against teams that have run these roads for 20 years.
Left 4 short.
Driving a road to work is nothing like rallying the same road for the win.
Left 4 long ici, left 4 long ici.
That's where Jean-Sébastien Besner comes in. He's been at this event ever since he was a kid and met his wife-to-be here 19 years ago, so this event plays an important role in his life. He's running up in the top 3. In two-wheel drive, it'll be an all-out war this weekend. The reigning class champion Jason Bailey is one of the favorites. He's got his Fiesta R2 dialed in and knows how to keep the revs high and the torque working in his favor. But he doesn't have a lot of experience on these roads. The team of Dave Wallingford and Leanne Junilla are in a similar boat. They are highly competitive in their Turbo Fiesta, but Rallye Baie typically rewards experience, and that advantage has to go to veteran champion Simon Dubé, who's back after a short hiatus. He just couldn't miss this event, and neither could the American Chris Greenhouse in his SRT4. Chris has the horsepower advantage over the field, but he's had mixed fortunes here in the past. In the early stages, Dubé holds the lead, but the rally has only just begun. Back at the top, Lestage is reasserting his dominance, winning 4 of the 5 opening stages. Crazy Leo won't be so lucky with a few mechanical issues holding him back. While Boris Djordjevic climbs up to second after a cautious start. Jean-Sébastien Besner is holding steady in third. The Leblanc brothers are confident in fourth.
Continue over dip. 51 minutes. 51.
Here is your full leaderboard after 5 stages. Lestage has a significant gap to second. Crazy Leo's issues have him down in 7th. In two-wheel drive, Bailey and Kramer trail the leaders Wallingford and Junilla by just a few seconds, while both Dubé and Greenhouse have dropped back. After the break, a quick checkup in service before a long and difficult loop of stages.
Subaru has been in Canada for a long time, building a reputation as champions in the toughest of conditions. 11-time Canadian Rally Manufacturers Champion and counting. Claim your own piece of history for $29,995. Subaru, confidence in motion.
Rallye Baie des Chaleurs is a perfect mix of beauty and ruggedness. That's why the drivers like it. At service, the mechanics are earning their keep because of it.
Yeah, very good start for us. No problems. The Subaru Canada Rocket Rally prepared car works really well. I'm quite happy. I was confident after shakedown yesterday, and it turns out that, yeah, everything's going well today. Some small little problems because we changed some stuff with the brakes, and I'm struggling to find the right brake balance, but we're getting there, and everything's fine so far.
My expectation, I'm very happy the way it goes. It's my first gravel event for a while, and for an old man like me, I mean, it's very satisfying to be third, very close to Boris. It's a question of seconds only, so yeah.
I'm very happy with the pace. Thanks to Ken-Jam for the amazing car. It's strong as a tank. It feels stronger than the Beast. So we surprised ourselves with the time even a little bit. And then we had a puncture, 12 or 13K to go on a puncture. Kind of sucks.
Yep, we had a puncture on the first pass in GIS. We also broke the subframe at the right corner. The rally is still very, very young. A lot of people have problems, so we just have to stay out of problem. For tonight, that's the goal.
Dave and I were literally on the same, we weren't on the same second, we were on the same 10th. Between Wallingford, us, Greenhouse, and Dubé, that's 4 people. And only 3 people are allowed on the podium. So somebody's going home unhappy this weekend.
As usual, I'm flat out, so yeah, I'm doing my best. I did a few errors in the first pass of GAS, but the second loop I was 16 seconds faster, so finger crossed. It's as usual. You don't know. It's a mechanic. It can have a mechanical issue or so we don't know.
Oh, the energy here is great. The spectators are fantastic. There's so many people here supporting us. Just a great atmosphere to be racing in.
Back on the stages, Subaru Rally Team Canada is putting on a show for the fans while expanding their lead with yet another stage win. Through the infamous Cap Brûlée spectator area, Besner and Joyal are running clean. Besner's experience on these roads is unmatched. He's able to string together fast times with minimal risk, and his machinery appears up to the challenge of fending off the Leblanc brothers, who have benefited from Djordjevic's mechanical troubles. Chasing close behind is the duo of Richard Trevino and Marco Hernandez in a Citroën R5, a rare sight on Canadian stages. They made the trip north from Mexico to compete in the FIA NACAM Championship portion of Rallye Baie des Chaleurs, and also decided to sign up for the Canadian Championship. It's paid off, and they are in the top 5. Nicolas Laverdiere and Vincent Trudel are running a race themselves. They aren't typically a top 5 team, but this weekend that just might be possible. For the moment, they're in a tough battle with another local Gaspé team, Michael Arsenault and Amélie Bélanger. The fans at the Camp Brûlé spectator zone stick it out late into the night to witness the duo of Wallingford and Junilla rise to the two-wheel drive class lead. Nailing the balance of speed and risk is making the difference between them and their rivals Bailey and Kramer. Now on board with Crazy Leo. His race is about to take a turn for the worse.
Over jump, flat jumps, 30. Left over very big jump, 12. Tint, right 10 plus over crest. Oh, see the trees?
No, I don't see anything.
A full electrical failure leaves them in the dark.
Nothing?
Safe, but scary. They will eventually continue, but their hopes for a successful event is over. At the top, Lestage and Ockwell are managing an issue. They have lost four-wheel drive and are limping through the stage and bleeding time. They can't push their car hard because it would risk damaging the rest of the driveline, possibly stranding them on the side of the road. Lestage manages to hold on to a 50-second lead in front of Besner and the LeBlanc brothers. Trevino and Laverdiere round out the top 5. In two-wheel drive, 23 seconds separate Wallingford and Bailey. The leaderboards are all in play when the rally resumes on day 2. But for now, drivers and co-drivers get some shut-eye, and teams work into the night to make sure the cars are ready for the action again tomorrow.
Take your driving to the next level at Dirtfish. Gain confidence behind the wheel of an all-wheel drive Subaru STI or rear-wheel drive Subaru BRZ. Get sideways with skills on multiple surfaces. Gravel, mud, and tarmac. Dirtfish offers programs for every driver. Visit dirtfish.com for details.
A new day is upon us at the 3rd round of the Canadian Rally Championship, and Rallye Baie des Chaleurs has not disappointed. Wet roads and rainy conditions to start the day could either break the leaderboard wide open or tighten the grip of a select few.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go plot right, 30.
Subaru Rally Team Canada holds a small lead over the rest of the field, but with the drivetrain issues now behind them, they expect to build the lead back up. While some of the teams would find the wet conditions concerning, this is where Lestage's experience comes into play. Small adjustments to the driving style and it's back to full attack. They push on the morning stages and nearly double their lead. Behind them in second place is Besner and Joyal. The two should be strong in the wet. They don't feel they can track down the factory team ahead of them, so they concentrate on keeping in front of the LeBlancs in third, who drop some time due to a co-driver notebook malfunction. Nothing to worry about. They still have a significant lead over the battle for 4th and 5th between Arsenault and Laverdiere. Arsenault in the blue Subaru doesn't have a problem with commitment, but Laverdiere's more cautious and clean approach has gained him the edge. In two-wheel drive, Wallingford and Junilla have managed to outpace Bailey and Kramer. Clean driving has expanded Wallingford's lead, while numerous flats have set Bailey back. The wetter the road gets, the deeper the ruts, revealing tire-shredding rocks. Boris Georgievic and John Hall have not had an easy weekend. turbo issues have hampered their rally. They have spent nearly as much time under the car trying to fix things as they have racing at full speed. Boris will look to regroup for the next event. Back with our leaders, Lestage and Ockwell have flown through the opening stages of the day and have extended their lead by a minute. The wet conditions don't bother them. Besner's slightly more cautious pace pays off as well. He's now safe and secure in second. The LeBlanc's mysterious notebook issues really set them back. Still in third but out of position to attack. The battle rages in fourth and fifth with a gap of just 12 seconds. Wallingford leads two-wheel drive in 11th overall. For the champions, these leaderboards should be a ray of sunshine.
The car was perfect. I never doubted that it would be perfect this morning, so thanks to the guys. And yeah, very good first loop. Two very nice stages with a new piece of road that they've added this year. It was really nice to do that. But it was quite slippery with all the rain we had last night, so there was some tricky corners. But I'm happy with the notes we made there for the first time, and yeah, we've increased our lead, so everything's perfect.
The mud of Baie des Chaleurs is very, very slippery when it's wet. Fortunately, it was less slippery than I expected. I went very easy, but I think at this point everybody are more cautious. So just 2 stages to go, and I'll take it for sure.
He's in the front presently. In the last one, he took 43 seconds just on the last one. And I was lost in my notes. The little things just clip one page, so I miss a page. Then starting to search myself in the stage, so it's pretty hard. Presently, we are in the middle pack. We are solo where we are. We got 2 minutes and something in the front of Trevino, and Besner has 1 minute in the front. So we got nothing to gain, but a lot to lose. So we will cruise probably.
The first loop was pretty solid for us. We were running well. We knew we didn't have that much of a lead on Jason, so we tried to start the day at a good pace and protect our lead. And Jason got a flat on the first stage going into the turnaround, and then it looks like he got another flat coming out. So I think our lead has been extended, and it's pretty healthy now. So we're really happy about that.
I didn't even hit anything. I was just down the road just like a normal guy. So that was no fun. It's like, okay, fine. We get to the turnaround, we change the tire, everything's great. And then on the final stage out, what the hell? Got another flat tire. And now we got no spare. But luckily that time it was on the back. So, you know, the back is kind of like a co-driver. It doesn't really do anything helpful. So we just win.
After the break, Rallye Baie des Chaleurs jumps back in for the final 2 stages of the event.
Subaru has been in Canada for a long time, building a reputation as champions in the toughest of conditions. 11-time Canadian Rally Manufacturers Champion and counting. Claim your own piece of history for $29,995. Subaru, confidence in motion.
Welcome back to the Canadian Rally Championship. There's just 2 final stages remaining before we'll know who's walking away with big points. The Canadian Rally Championship is presented by Subaru, confidence in motion.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go flat right 30.
Lestage and Ockwell start the final loop with a heady 2-minute lead and a healthy car. The duo seem to be back to championship form. Working in their favor is the fact that 2 different teams won the first 2 events, so a win here would immediately wipe out the gap in the standings. But they need to get through these 2 stages first. With over a minute on either side of his second place position, Besner is looking at a dream result, and he isn't going to let it slip through his fingers. For the second year in a row, the LeBlanc brothers have shown they have the speed to put their Subaru on the podium. They have a long gap behind them and can breathe a little easier. But on the last stage, their blood pressure will rise. A mechanical issue has them limping. They have minutes ahead of fourth, but they're losing time. They press on and hope that Arsenault can't catch them. Arsenault is spectacular over the jump, flying 138 feet. Just a hair more than Baie and Leblanc, who jump 125 feet. Back with the Leblancs, they are now in danger of dropping positions. They crossed the finish line and have lost 3 full minutes, but it's just enough to hang on to third. In two-wheel drive, Wallingford and Junilla have been flawless. Dave has run fast and smooth, keeping all 4 tires inflated and the car shiny side up. Respect for the roads and the machinery hands him a very well-earned victory against the most competitive two-wheel drive entry list so far this year. In second, Bailey and Kramer will be happy with the points. Bailey needed to get his championship rolling, and second here does exactly that. Third in class goes to Mathieu and Alex Samuel Leblanc in their red and white Civic. For the fan favorite, Crazy Leo, this weekend did not go as planned.
Steve Max Crest, 220 down.
But Leo loves this sport and finds it fun even when the leaderboards don't show it.
Square left minus, mud. And very zip, late-ish, square right.
First time, eh? Ever. I nailed it.
Just square right, wide-ish.
He'll regroup at the next event. For the defending champions, a strong performance and a strong car has allowed them to dominate this weekend. They take the Saut du Cinq jump to claim their first victory of the season.
That's it. Great one. Yeah. Good job, man. You too, sir.
Lestage and Ockwell take the win. Besner and Joyal second. The Leblancs hold on to third. Arsenault and Laverdiere round out the top 5. Wallingford wins in two-wheel drive, 12th overall. Lestage is now tied for the championship lead with Crazy Leo. Semenuk sits just 2 points back.
Yeah, season's back on track. We had a great rally and very happy with that. That's where our championship starts, let's say. And I love Baie, and everything went well this weekend. So thanks to Subaru, thanks to the team, thanks to Alan, who did a fantastic job again, and all our partners. Very good weekend.
It went pretty well, but in the last stage, I should not use the launch control. We probably explode the center diff or something like that. So right at the start, something broke. We made the whole stage on 4 flasher with the end cross, hopefully everything old. So we lost about 3 minutes, I think.
3 minute bill.
3 minutes, but we are able to keep our third place. So everything is fine, finally.
Super proud of what Dave and Leanne did. That's to run this event clean, on pace is phenomenal driving. We worked hard and had a couple of moments and had a little bit of bad luck, but even so, I think he would have had us anyways. He made a great drive today.
Oh, it feels great. This was such a difficult battle, both with Jason and with the rally and the roads. Extremely challenging roads, but this weekend I lived up to the challenge.
For Jean-Sébastien Besner, this is more than just another podium.
It's a tough one, man. I've been here so often, man. It's very hard, very, very, very hard.
Good job, partner. Good job.
Very happy to be here. Thanks to the crew. Oh, it's been really good, very nice from the beginning, and to make it here to the town hall in Richmond, it's very nice.
The same crowd that welcomed them 3 days ago salutes them for their success. Rallye Baie des Chaleurs never disappoints and has changed the shape of the championship. Some got their seasons back on track, others will regroup at the Rallye Défi in September for the next round of the 2017 Canadian Rally Championship.